guys, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to episode 3 of the garden project. Didn't actually think I was going to do episode 3 until tomorrow, but I've been out, been shopping, just excuse the plants. I will give you an update on that in a minute, but I've come back, and to my amazement, my landlord has ordered and put in all this bark, which I was planning on doing in a couple of weeks, which is really lovely of them. I wish they'd have waited a week or two because I wanted to add more soil. I wanted to put the rest of the border in here. I managed to get one done yesterday, so things don't fall out onto the path, which they already are doing, but no, it looks really nice. And I've been given some plants. My mum came over with some plants this morning, and this afternoon I popped over to my friend Gavin's. His garden is absolutely amazing, but he's kindly given me a Tetrapanax. He's given me why does it always... my brain just goes blank when I'm trying to do a video. He has given me a yucca. He's given me a bottle brush. These are my colocasias from in the garden that I potted up into crap soil. They're starting to sprout, so I'm going to take those out and put them in the ground. I've also got another yucca, my Calamucifolia grande, and then I've got another yucca that's the same as this one here, and another Tetrapanax, which the leaf fell off in the car, which is a bit unfortunate, but that'll be fine, no problem. Also got spider plant from my mum's house. I'm going to leave that there in its pot for a while just to acclimate in the shade. I might actually put him a bit further back so he's not in any sunshine. Still in a little bit of sunshine, but once that's acclimated I might actually put him over here. I found some in my mum's back garden the other week that have survived the -6, which is amazing, and they're all sprouting up again, which I didn't think that was possible. And I've also got this little succulent. Sorry, my headphones are in the way. And my mum's got these in her garden, and they spread like anything, but they're beautiful. So yeah, first butterfly of the year on the bottle brush. So yeah, it's starting to take shape. The turf comes tomorrow. By tomorrow, I'm hoping this will look lovely. I need to re-rake over this. I've got a couple of weeds, if it will focus, over here that I need to pull up before the grass comes tomorrow. But yeah, it's already starting to look like a garden. So yeah, stay tuned. I'm going to cut now because nobody wants to see me digging, because it takes a lot of effort to dig in this ground and it will just take forever. So yeah, I'll cut back to when all the plants are in. So it is the next day. It's about 6:30 in the evening. The turf was delivered this morning, which was amazing. So there's Candy. So I'm just about to start laying it, and then I'll give everything a good water. I'm just really excited to see what it looks like with the turf down. That's the first piece. I'll show you how it's going as I lay some more down. So the grass is down. It's not 100% level, but it looks a hell of a lot better. It looks amazing. So the next project in the next couple of days is to find some more wood like this and just put them on the side here like we have here, just to stop all the mud and bark coming out. But everything's been watered. The landlord has just come over with a sprinkler which is amazing. So we can use a sprinkler rather than standing here with the hose pipe from the well. But you can see I was having a drink on the job. But no, really happy. Once it's settled in, it will look absolutely lovely. Really happy. So, as you can see, we're back at Mum's house. Everything's looking really nice. But I've decided that I wanted a few things. So I've just dug up the Tetrapanax. The ground is so dry under there, it doesn't really, even though it's raining and it looks wet, it's actually pretty bone dry because it's so close to the house, and the water just doesn't penetrate. So that came out like that. Don't know if that will survive because my other 2 Tetrapanax didn't make it. They just disintegrated. So I'm hoping this one will be fine. My sago palm, it's got a new flush on it, which is nice. So I'm going to be taking that with me. And then I've got some more lungwort. So yeah, it's looking nice. I thought I would kill 2 birds with 1 stone with this video. Colocasia's looking nice. Calamusa folia grande looking nice. So the bananas. Nails in the way. The Washingtonia Robusta is not doing the best this year, but we really haven't had the heat like we did last year, not yesterday. But it's definitely looking jungly. I'm just very excited to get these plants? Can't even say it. Hang on, I had to restart, I couldn't get my mouth working. I'm very excited to get these plants home, into their new homes, and get my garden looking a little bit more tropical. So I hope you can hear me over the lawnmower. As you can tell, it's a few months down the line, should I say. I did film a video, the ending of this video, should I say, a couple of weeks ago. Went to edit it, realised that the audio was gone, and I only filmed half of it. I think my memory on my phone just disintegrated, but I've got a new phone now. I've got more plants in. It is a half nice day today, so I will just run through what everything is looking like. It's not finished at all. This area just isn't working for me. There's a couple of areas that still aren't working, but I'll have to I'll have to apologise for my lack of uploads. Some of you might already know that me and my fiance have been filming for 90 Day Fiance UK for the past year, so it has been hectic. I haven't had a lot of time. We've just been really busy with filming different things. So yeah, no, I do apologise that the uploads are very sparse at the moment. But I've got a new banana baby there. I've got a new Musabaju pup there. The ferns that I put in, they're looking a little bit worse for wear, but they still keep pushing out new fronds. Like this is a new frond. Oh, these are new. That one's new. Got a new one here. A couple of new ones underneath, so they're looking fine. This banana had a lot more leaves in it, but unbeknownst to me, when I planted these, because it was such beautiful weather in May, this is actually the windiest part of the garden, so I think I've had to cut off at least 4 leaves because, and as you can see, they just get tattered. When the wind rips through, there's literally no protection from the side of the house, which I thought there would be, but we live and learn. They're there for the moment. The Tetrapanax that I planted just disintegrated. That's no more. Got some, not lobelia, I've got some busy lizzies. My golden lotus banana's doing okay. My yucca is actually doing really well. This is a bit sad. I completely ruined this. So I was getting some nice leaves on my Monstera deliciosa, but because the weather's been absolutely rubbish, it's just been raining and it's been pretty cold and windy, I decided I was going to give it a little dome just to keep it warm. and I put a sort of a plastic mixing bowl over the top. And I went out one day, I think probably 2 weeks ago, and we had literally the hottest day ever. Well, it wasn't, I'm exaggerating, I think it was like 24 degrees. But I completely forgot about it. So when I came home, I thought, oh my God, my Monstera, and I lifted the top off and all the leaves were completely black and they'd fallen off. So it obviously got way too hot in there. So, I mean, I am getting some new leaves now coming on it, but I don't think that's going to amount to anything this year. So I'm going to dig that up at the end of the season, bring that in. That's probably going to be a house plant again. My sago palm has had a new flush, albeit very small. Why can I never think of things when I'm doing a video? Whatever this is, I think I said it in the beginning of this video maybe, or in another video, I'll figure it out. This really isn't doing anything. If anything, it's declining. So I'm probably going to rip that up. That's not going to stay there. My Washingtonia Robusta, looking absolutely gorgeous. Considering how bad they both looked when I first put them in. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a 6th one here coming in. My colocasias are looking well. This yucca, I think like probably 2 weeks after I put it in, all the leaves went brown and started to face down, so I cut them all off. But since then, I've got, if this will focus, 1, 2, and I think I've got a 3rd one in here. 3 new heads coming on that. So hopefully next year I'll cover this up in the winter, because I do have a bit of a hole in the side of it, which is a bit weird. I don't want all the frost getting in there. So hopefully next year that will sort of get going a little bit. My cannas really aren't doing much. The best thing that's growing in the garden in this area is the Busy Lizzies. This banana's looking okay. This one really sulked for a long time, probably about a month. I had to chop off all the leaves because they just sagged and they got sunburnt and just wasn't looking pretty, but it's looking a lot better now. My Canna Musifolia Grande looking beautiful, but the bugs keep eating them. And you'll have to excuse my wheezy chest. But to me, this just isn't working here, so I might move them down there next year. I'm not quite sure. I've got a lime tree, so my landlord gifted me a lime tree, which I've got 1 lime here that's nearly ready, but I probably got close to like 20 or 30 limes on this tree, if I can find them. I've got limes up here, I've got limes down there, I've got more limes at the back, I don't know if you can see, so that'll be interesting to try them. I think they are sweet limes. This Washingtonia is really, really not liking it. This went into transplant shock, so it managed to push out this new leaf, and then this frond that's coming out is a bit deformed and pretty small. I have got a new one growing in there, but it's taken its sweet time. It isn't really doing much, and you can tell I haven't weeded yet because it's just been such awful weather. I don't want to be out here in the pouring down rain. Got another colocasia there. This fern really isn't looking very good. It's really sunburnt, considering we haven't had any sun. I bought myself some new Cocosmia. So this is a different Cocosmia than I've ever seen before. It just took my fancy in the shop, but it's just so pretty. Really unusual. I have, my mum dug up because she didn't want a tropical garden in her back anymore, so she dug up my Chinese fan palm, my Trachycarpus fortunei. But this is really, really growing well. Like, the size of the fronds now are huge, so I'm hoping, and we've got 2 new fronds ready to come out there, So I'm very excited about how that will look. Just got some begonias, got a coleus, some more busy lizzies. My sago palm, I dug this up from my mum's front garden because the fatsia had completely overgrown it, couldn't even see it. But we've got a brand new flush on this, which is beautiful. I didn't think that this was going to flush, so this was a well, considering we've not really had any nice weather, and that's looking lovely. The tetrapanax I dug up from my mum's house, that looked beautiful for about 3 days, and then it just flopped and all of the leaves hit the floor. Within the last sort of 3 days they've started to pick up again, which is promising, because the other tetrapanax I have planted here disintegrated as well. I'm not having the best of luck with tetrapanax, so when this flopped I thought, oh god, here we go, another one's dead. I've got some ferns at the back. I just planted them, I dug them out of the hedgerow, so hopefully next year they'll be nice and full and green, looking lovely. I've actually got 2 pups. I've got one here and one at the back of this banana. Same with this one, I've had to cut quite a few leaves off because they just get tattered. I've got a canna here that's, I'm going to move that because it's really not in the right place. And I've got my lungwort, which is really big now, so I'm excited about that. I got gifted I'm not sure what sort of lily this is. It was a family friend's and it wasn't looking very good, but we are getting a bit of sunburn. I've tried to put him underneath my ensete, but I don't know, that's just in a pot. I haven't planted that. That's probably going to come back in and I'm going to prune it at the end of the summer. And this, believe it or not, this was the ensete that stayed outside unprotected all winter down to -6. It looks fabulous. I had to try and fit this in the back of a Corsa, so I had to cut a couple of leaves off. Some of the leaves got completely tattered. If anyone knows about Corsas, they're tiny. When you've got 2 people in a Corsa and a massive ensete, it wasn't ever going to come out scot-free. So I'll be interested to see in like this winter. I'll obviously cut all the leaves off. I'll wait for the first frost, I think, like I did last time. Wait for the first frost, or the first couple of frosts, to kill the leaves off, chop it down, and then I will just cover that. And hopefully, I mean, that's all -6. I really hope we don't see -6 again this year. If it can survive -6, I'm sure it can survive again with protection. I have got some more coleus. I've got Camerops humilis from the back garden. That's just trucking along here. I got gifted this when I moved in from a good friend of mine. I can't remember the name of it. Just got some more busy lizzies behind. I've got a oh god, come on brain. I have got, it will come to me. No, it won't. It'll come back to me in a minute. But I've got this. Can't remember what it's called. Got another fern that's looking really nice. Just some busy lizzies. I've got hostas, some lobelia, and I've got another fatsia here. But this fatsia, like, the new leaves are just tiny. I think it's just really bizarre. And I've just got some more ferns. This was supposedly a cutting from a friend's, oh come on, formium, but I really don't think that was a cutting. I think they just cut it off, so I don't think that's gonna do anything. It's not looking great. It's flopped over. It hasn't really got any roots on it, so that's that. I'm just waffling now. I did weed all this a couple of weeks ago, but as you can see, with all the rain, it's not looking very nice. I think next year I'm gonna scrape all these down, paint these black, which would be nice. So I've got my other banana in here. I've got another, this was a huge fern that I actually dug out from the hedgerow. And if you haven't tried to transplant big wild ferns before. They normally flop over, they normally snap, but I've got high hopes for that next year. My spider plant looking lovely, and this thing is just spreading. I can never remember the name of this. My golden lotus banana's looking a bit tatty. The rose bush really not looking well at all, and there's just so many dock leaves, so I need to come around and weed these. Colocasia's looking okay. It doesn't have as much sun as it should do, so it's a little bit far behind. Let's take you over here. As you can see, the wind has blown all the bark everywhere, so it's looking a bit crazy, but these bananas are looking lovely. Really, really nice. The camera ups are pushing out lots of new growth. If I can get in here, loads and loads of new fronds. Loads of new fronds on this one, and the banana over there. So all in all, I think it's actually looking okay considering the awful weather we've had. But I think next year, and I think I'll stop waffling now because this part of the video is like 14 minutes long already. I think I'm going to put some cordyline here. I just want a bit of, because at the moment I love how this part of the garden is. It's quite jungly. I like the sort of placement of the plants, but here, I mean, don't talk to me about that bit because it's awful. But here it's just very straight. It's all in a straight line, and I know obviously like when you have a straight border it's quite hard to give that jungly effect and try not to keep in straight lines, but I think I'm going to dig out those and just put more plants at the back and sort of stagger them rather than just having them in a line, because I think the overall effect, oh, as you can see, yeah, no, I think that's going to go in the bin. As you can see, like, I've staggered things here and it just looks so much better. So yeah, it'll be a next year's job now. Now we're in August. There's really no point planting too much because I don't think winter will be very far away. So I think I will leave the video here, guys. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. I had a bit of a mind blank there, and I will see you on the next one. Bye, guys.